Right now I'm experiencing a pain, a pricking pain in my right ear. And the reason why that happened is because I picked it with a Q-tip. It's nothing serious, but the reason why I bring this up is because if I were to go to a red pill guru and share this problem with him, what he would say is, ignore that problem, ignore that emotion of suffering, just go to the gym, just talk to girls, just make more money, just do your duties regardless of what emotion you're feeling, because emotion is only for females. You need to be very logical in how you live your life. This is what red pill gurus would say. If you were to have a panic attack and you were to consult a red pill guru, this is the exact bullshit he would give to you. Just ignore your anxiety, ignore your panic attacks, go to the gym, make money, talk to girls, hustle your way to success, go to climb the corporate ladder, view this world as a player versus player thing. Always compete, 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 never relax, never find calm within, never find peace within. This is the toxic philosophy that red pill teaches. So it's not a surprise that red pill has generated a whole young generation who is filled with rage, anxiety and panic attack. So the only way to fight this stupid philosophy is emotion pill. We need to understand how powerful human emotion can be. Because I was red pill too. When I was training to become a doctor in a medical school, I was completely red pilled. But then I had a panic attack. Maybe years and years of just trying to become an alpha male and just discarding my feelings, just never trying to find peace and calm within. Maybe that all of those things triggered my panic attack. So none of these stuffs like hypergamy, red pill, stoicism, alpha male, beta male, sigma male, emotion is only for females, none of these ideologies actually helped me to overcome my panic attacks. So I naturally had to study about human emotions, about the power of human mind, about consciousness, about the true essence of religion, about spirituality. And then I studied a lot of spiritual masters from the East as well as from the West. I studied mysticism, I studied the manifestation aspect of the spirituality, and what I have concluded is there are two principles of changing your life, of gaining total freedom in your life, emotionally, financially, mentally, physically, everything. And these two principles are the principles of emotion pill. The number one principle is this universe that you can perceive through your five senses, that you deem to be so physical in nature, is actually immaterial. It is completely spiritual and mental. The reason why this physical universe is spiritual is because in existence there is only one spirit, and that one spirit has been manifesting into all the things that you perceive to be physical and all the energy as well. All things that you can perceive and calculate and discover in this universe is just a manifestation of that one spirit. So it is just one spirit. Universe is just spiritual. And the reason why I say that universe is mental is because your mind is a spark of that one spirit. Your mind is a spark of that divine cosmic consciousness. So if you can write new programs in your mind, in your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is the 95% of your mind, if you can write new programs in your subconscious mind, then you are directly communicating with that one spirit, and you can create anything in your life. You can attract any wonderful situations in your life. You can create the freedom that you really crave right now. You can become completely free from all these mental health issues and panic attacks. The number two principle is feeling is the secret. I've already told you, if you learn how to cultivate positive, wonderful, elevated emotions, then you will be a magnet for wonderful things in your life. A person only experiences tragic circumstances in his life because his feeling state, the dominant feeling that he feels throughout the day is really bad, is probably red pill rage if you're red pilled, is anger, is resentment towards people, especially women if you are red pilled, is competition, especially if you're red pilled, because you are already always programmed to, see the world as a player versus player. You do not, red pill gurus do not teach you how to be calm with yourself, how to relax within yourself. That's against the philosophy of red pill. Of course, it is going to create a generation of anxious, secretly anxious men. These red pill people all pretend to be really strong and powerful, but if you are so powerful, then why do you have panic attacks? Why are you searching in YouTube how to get rid of panic attacks quickly, right? So do not forget these two principles. And based on these two principles, there are three meditative steps in order to completely gain freedom from panic attacks. And the first step of meditation process is Yoga Nidra. I have a link down in the description box where I tell you how to do Yoga Nidra properly. Right now, you're watching me on a phone or a tablet or a computer, and you're producing beta waves in your brains. When you do Yoga Nidra meditation, your brain starts to produce slow, coherent, beautiful alpha waves and theta waves. Alpha waves helps your brain to visualize things clearly. It helps your brain to become very creative with its imagination. And when your brain is producing theta waves, the door between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind is wide open. Your conscious mind helps you to imagine things, and your subconscious mind is the deeper mind, is the mind that needs to be changed, is the mind that needs to be impressed with positive mental imagery and feelings so that your life, so that your physical reality will change. And under theta waves, this can happen very easily. When your brain is producing theta waves, you become very suggestible to your own visualization. You will be able to accept your visualization, believe your visualization, and surrender to whatever you have imagined in your visualization as if it is the truth. So the first step is relaxation through Yoga Nidra. Now, the second step is visualizing. Imagine, now you start to imagine that you are already the person that you desire to become, and you're already doing the things that you want to do. So start to imagine that you're a calm, happy, relaxed, joyful, empowered version of yourself. And start to imagine what are the things you're going to do in your world now that you have become this upgraded version of yourself. Are you going to talk to people in a very confident manner without having this thought in your head, oh my God, when am I going to have another panic attack again? Start to visualize that. Start to visualize that you are now going to the places and events that previously used to trigger your panic attacks. And now visualize that you are confidently talking to people with your chest out. You can notice in your visualization that your breathing rate has slowed down. You can imagine that you're taking your pulse rate and it is just 70. It's probably 100 plus right now if you're inflicted with anxiety and panic attacks. Provide all the sensory vividness to your imaginary scenario. Right now, if you're avoiding coffee and stimulating agents because you're inflicted with panic attacks, start to smell the aroma of coffee and drink coffee in your imaginary scenario and say to yourself, oh my God, finally, I have healed my panic attacks and finally I can drink coffee again. Right now, if you're avoiding dating, start to date amazing, romantic, wonderful partner in your visualization. Start to touch their hair. Start to kiss them. Start to smell their perfume. Start to hear them compliment you on how powerful, on how peaceful of a human being you are. Start to say to your friends and family, guys, you do not have to worry about me anymore. I don't go to therapy sessions. I don't buy anxiety medications. I do not have anxiety and panic attacks anymore. I'm completely fine. And start to hear your friends and family say to you, oh my God, you're so peaceful and so relaxed these days. Your outlook on life has completely changed. What's your secret? Maybe start to teach your friends and family about this wonderful secret in your imaginary scenario. Whatever you have imagined in this visualization scenario needs to signify to your subconscious mind that now you have actually upgraded to a different version of yourself. Now you're living a life free from panic attacks. Now everything in your life is wonderful. When you do that and provide all the sensory vividness to your imaginary scenario, your brain starts to lose its distinguishing ability between what an imagined act is and what an experience that you have in this three-dimensional reality is. So start to take advantage of this wonderful property of your brain. Your brain will start to create neural networks that reflect like whatever you have imagined is actually happening to you in real time. How cool is that? Now the third step is mental rehearsal. Start to mentally rehearse this imaginary scenario over and over and over again. With enough mental rehearsal, these neural networks become hard, set, and permanent. And they are going to send a rush of chemicals down your body. These chemicals are going to create feelings in your body. Feelings that are equivalent to whatever you have imagined. You have imagined that you are now a completely upgraded version of yourself who is free from panic attacks and whose life is wonderful. So, of course, you are going to feel the equivalent emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment, and confidence. We have this stupid idea, especially in red pill, that in order to feel joy, in order to feel gratitude, we need to await success or healing or some form of validation from the external reality. But no, when you are creating your life from this wonderful human imagination by understanding these two principles, that the universe is immaterial and feeling is the secret, the first thing that you must do is embrace the emotions of your imagination. When you start to embrace the emotion of your imagination, your healing begins. That is the moment your panic attack will start to disappear. Now, the only thing that you need to get really good at is being able to sustain these elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment. Because right now, you can just sustain the emotion of anxiety, worries, and concern for no reason. Nothing in your life needs to happen for you to feel this emotion of anxiety. Because what you have done for a very long period of time is practice imagining the worst case scenarios of your life and consciously or unconsciously embrace the emotion of those imaginary scenarios. Now, I have given you the tools, this 3-step tool, to just do the opposite. Start imagining the best possible case of your life and start to embrace the emotion of that imaginary scenario. And I have already told you, and even Neville Goddard, who is a Western spiritual teacher of 20th century, said that feeling is going to breathe life into your imaginary scenario. With these elevated emotions, all your visualization will start to materialize into your 3-dimensional experience. How cool is that? But it's not even about giving life to your visualization. You now have a very strong tool to just feel the emotion of gratitude, joy, empowerment, happiness on command without any validation from the external world. Please use this in order to completely change your life. And when you do that, all of your visualization will come to you in a very unexpected manner, because that is the way of your subconscious mind. It is going to give you everything that you have visualized and felt, but it is going to happen in the most unexpected manner. So the only thing that you must do is embrace the emotions of your desired imagination, and you will change your life. You will completely overcome your panic attacks. So the first thing that you should not do right now after watching this video is give power, give attention to the external circumstances, because I've already told you that your external circumstance, that your external physical reality is just an extension of your own mind. It's just a maya, it's just an illusion, it's just a projection from your subconscious mind. Your state of mind is bad, your state of subconscious mind is negative, so of course you are going to attract all the negative circumstances towards you. So if you start to give attention to external negative circumstance, you are going to impress more negative feelings, more negative mental imagery in your mind, in your deeper mind, in your subconscious mind, and more tragic circumstances will be coming towards you. It's a vicious cycle. You need to break free of this cycle by realizing that all of this external circumstance, all of your external physical reality is a maya, is illusion. It's just a projection from your subconscious mind. So only pay attention to your state of mind. Close your eyes, make your inner experience of thoughts, feelings, mental imagery real, so real that your state of mind starts to elevate, that your state of mind begins to upgrade, that you start to feel happy, joyful, empowered, confident, and grateful simply by using your mind in these 3 meditative steps. So I've already told you in so many of my videos on how to completely overcome your panic attacks. But if you still feel like you cannot do it alone, then I have my Gmail or my WhatsApp, my Telegram, my Viber, all linked in the description box down below. So message me and then we can get started right away. I will provide you one-to-one online coaching. Remember, sky is the limit once you truly know how to relax, imagine correctly, and feel the emotions of your desired imagination correctly. Right now, if you know anyone in your life who is completely suffering from anxiety, mental health, panic attacks, and who is just destroying his life because of all these red pill teachings, send them this video and save their life. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.